teaching me rolling. Hey, if you would, grab the link out of YouTube and text it to me, and make sure we roll before we kick this class off. It's a roll. You say you don't see it?
Wouldn't it be on the I.S.U.P.K?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the I.S.U.P.K, Texas. When we get let me get in here. Get this link. It ain't showed up. Make sure the video recorded, you know what I'm saying, before we start this class. If you would. So I ain't in here talking to myself. You know?
It says live.
Is it just say recording or say that it's live?
It says live.
Good night. Yeah, that's weird.
But this is a Texas part.
Sure. Copy. I'm gonna share. Where is it? That look like we there. Yep. Send it to me if you would, so we can go and get it on and moving. All right. Once I get that link, we're gonna start the class. But like I just got it in, so I can go ahead and make sure that we live, and then we rolling from here. What's up? Yeah. Like I said, it's completely up to you. All right, we finna go and kick this class off. Again, business as usual. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohanna. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We only speaking to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you in this class, you have to be a black, Hispanic, or Native American, and you simply don't make the cut. If you don't have a head, you don't have a body. We operate in rank and order. You have the Most High, you have Christ, you have Commanding General Yohanna, the other generals, captains, officers, troopers, sisters, children, rank, order, and structure. Nevertheless, the last class I taught on, we talked about basically in a nutshell how do you get to monetary value, monetary gain, or whatever. Everybody is always thinking of trying to get money, or get blessed. Well, according to the Christian church and the narrative that they teach, they attribute any time you get some money, they say you blessed in the Christian church. They say a check coming in the mail for $5,000. Oh, the Lord done blessed me. Jesus done blessed me. You know what I'm saying? And they clapping and that's what they consider a blessing is. Well, we're gonna go inside of the scriptures. We're gonna dig inside of this Bible and really see what it's like, or get a better understanding of what it is to have the Most High in our favor, to be in favor according to the Lord. Is God being on your side simply you getting a new job, or you getting a check, or you getting this big house? Does that mean that the Most High is on your side, or is it something deeper than that? Well, we're about to get some understanding about this. If you would give me Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. And we're going to dive into it, and we're going to start dealing with it. And hopefully, like I said, we can get some type of understanding on what it is to be blessed. You can get it from me.
Isaiah chapter 31 or 30?
31 verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
It says, woe to them. It means destruction. Woe means destruction in the scriptures. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for their help. Keep going.
And stay on horses.
And stay on horses. Keep reading.
And trust in chariots.
And trust in what?
Chariots.
So woe, let's break this down in simple, plain, basic terminology. Woe unto them that are dependent on all of these other things. People that come into America, yeah, money is a defense, but when you completely depending on America to save you, woe unto you. Keep going.
Because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Because they're strong. America has a strong military. But notice that the beginning of that scripture said, woe unto them. Keep reading.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
They look not unto who?
The Holy One of Israel.
They don't look unto the Holy One of Israel. Who is the Holy One of Israel? Read.
Neither seek the Lord.
The Lord. They don't look to the Most High. They looking for their help everywhere else. That's why we got to get an understanding of how we going to get blessed and also exactly what a blessing is. Give me, you know what, Deuteronomy 28 or 47 and 48. The scripture said, woe unto them. Woe means destruction. That ain't no good thing. You being destroyed if you going into this place and you looking for this place for your blessings. You looking into this place for your salvation. You looking into anything outside of the Most High to get this good old Christian blessing. This God sent me a $5,000 check and I'm blessed by Pastor Pork Chop, Pastor Pedophile, Pastor Cigarette, whatever you want to call him, and that nonsense. You got the scripture for me? All right, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Because the Israelites wouldn't serve the Most High. Keep reading.
With joyfulness.
With joyfulness.
And with gladness of heart.
Because you wasn't happy to serve the Most High. You wanted to go to everybody else and depend on them. But notice the last scripture said, woe unto them. Keep reading.
For the abundance of all things.
For everything. Keep reading.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
You will serve your enemies. Keep reading.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Most High sent these enemies against us. So you running up in America, whether it be you voting or you marching or you protesting, you going to anybody else, you seeking help in any other way outside of the author and the illustrator, the one that is able to provide the help that you truly need. Woe unto you, destruction unto you. Keep reading.
Which the Lord thy God shall send up against thee.
The Most High, it's simple with him. You don't come for me. You don't come to me for your help. When you need help, don't come to me when you really need help. Matter of fact, since you won't come to me for help, I'm going to stir up some mess and I'm going to make you really need help. And I ain't even going to be there to provide no help to you. Keep reading.
And hunger.
If you want food, you already know the routine. You want to run up in these other nations. You want to keep on voting. You want to keep on depending on it. Oh my God. And when black people seen Barack Obama was a president, they damn near couldn't even contain themselves. Well, guess what? You gonna serve America in hunger. I don't care if you want seeds to plant in a garden. You gonna go to your enemy to get it. Keep reading.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. If you want something to drink, you buying bottled water or you paying a water bill. They even got some whack. Man, I mean, it's crazy what's going on. It's a law here that you can't even collect rainwater. They say the water don't belong to you. So if you want something to drink, you're going to your enemy. Keep reading.
And in nakedness.
If you want clothes, I don't care if you want a needle and thread to stitch your own clothes. You don't own the factories and you don't produce these things, so you're going to your enemies. Keep reading.
And in want of all things.
Everything. A business license, a marriage license, a driver's license, any and all things. You go into your enemies to get these things. So the scriptures is making it very clear. If you want to be blessed, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to have to go to the author and the illustrator of these blessings, which is the Most High. You can't get them no other way. You can't get blessed through America. You, at least consistently. Satan might drop something that you perceive as a blessing, but in the end it's destruction, and we're going to get to that. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. Because we must understand, we got to get some type of understanding of what a blessing is. Because again, for too long, we feel like anything that goes according to your way, if you feel like you want it to happen, I even hear brothers, you know what I'm saying, praying that they can go screw another man's wife. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, shoot, I hope she come on with it. Like, bro, that's wicked as hell. And even if you do get this woman, the path and the ending of that is going to be destruction, because you're going outside of the ways of the law, statutes, and commandments. You got that scripture from me, King?
7 and 12.
Yes, sir.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense.
Wisdom is a defense. So if you want to defend off any and all nonsense, and I would hope you consider it to be a blessing to be able to defend anything that comes your way. What the scripture said, wisdom is a defense. Keep reading.
And money is a defense.
Money is a defense also. People want to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? You get extra bills and you have extra problems come up. It only makes sense to want to have money to be able to take care of these issues. So the scriptures say that money is a defense also. Keep going.
But the excellency of knowledge
of knowledge, the excellency of knowledge is what?
That wisdom gives life to them that have it.
Wisdom gives life. See, there's a difference. If you got money, money is a defense, but wisdom gives life. It's a completely different thing between having your defensive system set up and actually having the thing that brings forth life. So it only makes sense. If wisdom gives life, then let's get into the matter of fact, let me pull this bear with me for a second. Yeah. If wisdom gives life, you know what I'm saying, it would only make sense that we might want to get to wisdom. Not to the money. Give me matter of fact, give me Genesis chapter 32, and we're gonna read. We're gonna start at verse 22, because it's an absolute must. It's essential that we get some type of understanding and we start figuring and finding out what it is to be blessed. Because what we've been taught and what we've been told is a blessing. It really, the Most High really don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying? If you had $1 million and you made $2 million, like that ain't necessarily a blessing. It might be a defense to defend off a lot of things, but it ain't exactly what a blessing is according to the scriptures. You got that for me?
Come
okay.
on. Genesis chapter 32, verse 22.
And
he rose up that night, and he took his 2 wives, and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jabbar.
All right, go into the next scripture.
Verse 23. And he took them and sent them over the brook, and sent over that he had.
Keep going.
Verse 24. And Jacob was left alone. And there wrestled a man with him until the break of day. So
Jacob is trying to get what we all trying to get. Jacob is wrestling with a man. Well, what he perceives to be a man. And I'm going to go and let the cat out of the bag. Jacob is wrestling with this man to get what we all trying to get, which is a blessing. Keep reading.
And Jacob was left alone. Skip down to verse 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him,
because he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't get away from Jacob. He stayed at rest. They've been wrestling all night. Keep reading all day.
He touched the hollow of his thigh.
He touched the hollow of his thigh. You know what I'm saying? He knocked it out of joint. Keep reading.
And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint.
His thigh, I don't know. I ain't never had my thigh out of joint, but I didn't had a finger out of joint. I didn't even have a knee out of joint. I can't even imagine what the hollow of your thigh feel like where your thigh connect. I don't know nothing about these bones, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Where your hip at. I can't even imagine having that out of place. Well, he touched the hollow of his thigh. He still would not let him go. That goes to show you how important receiving this blessing was to him. That his hip is out of place and he's still fighting. He won't let go because he wants to be blessed. Keep reading.
And he said, verse 26, and he said, let me go, for the day breakers. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me.
Now he said, no. He said, let me go. I got stuff to do. I got to get back to my job. I got to get back to what I'm doing. Jacob like, I ain't letting you go. You got to bless me. This blessing was that important to him. Keep reading.
Verse 27. And he said unto him, what is thy name?
So he like, man, dang, you won't let me go. So let me have a conversation with your son, brother. Good. No, you ain't letting me go. We've been fighting all day long. You know what I'm saying? You steady talking about some bless me. Well, let me have a conversation. What's your name, brother? What's really going on? Keep reading.
And he said Jacob.
And he said his name. His name was Jacob. Keep going.
Verse 28. And he said, thy name should be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
He said your name ain't going to be Jacob no more. Your name is going to be Israel. I'm changing your name. Keep reading. Why is he changing his name?
For as a prince has power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
He said, you win, bro. you won't let me go. You've been wrestling me. Like, what's your name? Whatever your name was, it ain't even gonna be that no more. I'm gonna change your name because you solid. You a soldier. You a warrior. No differently than when brothers come into this school and they do their 90 days. You've been fighting. You've been wrestling with this whole entire world. Same way with the sisters. Speaking of my sister, I gotta get you a name. Yeah, Most High Christ. But yeah, you've been wrestling with this world. You're wrestling whatever you know what I'm saying, spirits and stuff you got going on or whatever. And if you prevail, you get a new name because you become a new person. And now you're walking into this realm of actually being blessed. Keep reading.
Verse 29. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou doest ask after my name?
He asking him, what you asking me what my name is for? Keep reading.
And he blessed him there.
And he did what?
And he blessed him there.
Now he gave him a check.
And he blessed him there.
He had to have given him a new house.
And he blessed him there.
You mean to tell me he didn't get no Ferrari?
And he blessed him there.
He blessed him there. I still ain't heard about no check. I still ain't heard about him getting no new car, no raise, no promotion, none of this. But it said he blessed him there. So they go back to what I've been saying. A blessing got to be something else outside of this monetary gain. And what we've been taught that it was. Give me the next verse.
Verse 30. And Jacob called the name of that place Peniel. For I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved.
So he done looked at it. It said his life is preserved. In order for his life to be preserved, his life had to have been in jeopardy. So this blessing was serious enough for him to put his life in jeopardy, get his hip knocked out of place and everything, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of this, it ain't say nothing about him getting a paycheck. So what is this blessing? What is being blessed? Because apparently we don't know what the hell it is. Because I keep going back to money because that's what we feel like being blessed is getting a paycheck. Somebody hit the lottery tomorrow, God blessed me. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, when you look at a lot of the people that hit the lottery, a lot of them end up committing suicide, and a lot of them will be broke within 2 years. So that can't be the blessing. You mean to tell me I hit a lottery for $20 million and 2 years later I'm broke and on dope? That can't be the blessing. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 8. Because we got to get down to the bottom of what the hell a blessing is, like I said. Because you done had this man willing to risk his life to be blessed. And according to what I read at the end of this, I didn't see him receive a goddamn thing. He didn't get nothing. So, again, we got to keep on digging. We got to keep scratching. We got to keep on prying and figure out what the hell a blessing is. Because I mean, damn, we all want stuff, and we all feel like wanting stuff and receiving stuff is the blessing. But this man ain't getting nothing. He just was told he was blessed. You got that scripture for me? 11 and 8.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 8. Therefore, shall ye keep all the commandments.
Do what?
Keep all the commandments.
So, we've been beat. Every time we come to class, we've been beating this dead horse. Keep the commandments, keep the commandments, keep the commandments, keep the commandments. So, here we go again. The scripture ain't doing nothing but repeating the same thing that we go into every day. Therefore, you should keep the commandments. Keep reading.
Which I command you this day. That ye may be strong.
That you may be strong. Now, is this talking about physically strong, physical, Mike? He's saying that you may be strong. Keep reading.
And go in and possess the land.
Go in and do what?
Possess the land.
Go in and possess the land. Any more in that scripture?
Come.
Keep going.
Where does ye go to possess it?
Wherever you go to possess the land, it says that you, basically in a nutshell, to put it in layman's terms, nigga, you're going to win. You're going to win. Wherever you go, you're going to win. Whatever situation you in, you're going to win. I don't care how many people over there. If you go in to possess the land, it belongs to you, long as you keep these commandments. Give me the next verse.
Verse 9. And that ye may prolong your days in the land.
You may do what?
Prolong your days in the land.
Not only are you going to win the land, you're going to prolong your days in the land. How do you prolong your days? Well, go back to the law. You got eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you ain't getting diabetes. You ain't getting high blood pressure. You prolonging your days in the land. You done went there, you done kept the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and you done possessed this land, and also you done prolong your days in that land. Keep reading.
Which the Lord swear unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed. A land that floweth with milk and honey.
A land that floweth with milk and honey. So, we talking about going into a land. We talking about possessing the land and all of these things being a part of the blessing, but we still ain't been told about a check. We still ain't got this check that we gonna cash out. You got a question? What's your question?
What do you mean by possess the land?
I mean, you got anything you own? I know you a young fella, but you got that coat on right there. You possess that coat. You own that coat. It belongs to you. Damn right. You see, yeah, them toys. You own them toys. So when they say possess the land, guess what? That means we would go into these other lands and we would own it. See, right now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we don't own a damn thing. We don't own this land. Who got all of the money in this land? You a young fella, but I bet you know who. What group of people? Damn right. Get that brother a hand. That's right. The white man owns this land. But the Most High said that if we kept his commandments, the land that we went in, we would be able to possess it. That means that we would possess these other nations and we would possess the land, because right now we don't own a damn thing. Well, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is what's going to lead us to the blessing to be able to possess those things. Matter of fact, give me Matthew chapter 5, verse 45. Because we gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever you blessed, it don't mean nonsense ain't gonna pop up. It don't mean that you not finna go through trials and tribulations. It don't mean, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean that you not finna. It don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you're not finna endure the same problems everybody else is dealing with down here. But there is a specific thing that's going to happen to you while you're in the middle of this nonsense. You got that scripture for me?
Come on.
Most High Christ.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 45. That ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven.
Okay, keep reading.
For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good.
He making his sun to do what?
Rise on the evil and on the good.
So when the sun comes up, it's on the evil people and it's on the good people. Keep reading.
And sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust.
Whoa, it do what?
And sendeth rain on the just and the unjust.
Let's slow down. When good things happen, you got to understand you on earth. And good things are going, when you see people doing wicked and it seems like they still getting blessed, The sun come up on the just and the unjust, the good and the bad. But when it rains, you got to understand, it rained also on the just and the unjust. Both. So it would lead one to think, what's the point of me even keeping any of these commandments? You know what I'm saying? They seem like what's good is good gonna happen. What's bad gonna happen. You got we gotta get some understanding though. Matter of fact, give me Luke chapter 11 verse 28. Because there's a specific reason that you still have to be keeping these commandments. Because good things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. Bad things happen to bad people. Bad things also happen to good people. But you got to understand yourself. You keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Now you got a foot to stand on. You got something you can fight back with. If you don't, you up shit creek. Let me just call it for what it is. Because let's just say some nonsense come along, a real stressful situation, something that usually would cripple a person. If you in the truth, you're going to lean on these laws, statutes, and commandments. You're going to lean on the Most High, and you're going to be able to prevail through this situation. But if you're not in the truth, you're probably going to end up smoking dope and blowing your brains out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if you don't kill yourself, participating in, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of promiscuous activity, trying to blow off stress, and before you know it, a situation that a person that was in the truth might be able to survive and make it through because you not blessed. You ain't protected by the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Now, it said wherever you go into the land, you will possess it. That means whatever situation you go into, you will be protected. Well, you ain't under that protection no more. So now you're listening to this nonsense inside of your head. You're listening to every trap rap song in America, and now you're broke and you're selling dope. And before you know it, you in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, you're on child support and your life's so stressful, so now you're smoking your brains out and you're sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, half high and stupid. You didn't prevail through that situation. You didn't make it through that situation because the Lord was not with you. The only way the Lord is going to be with you is through the understanding of these laws, statutes, and commandments. And now we're starting to get to the core of the blessing. The blessing ain't this other nonsense, you know what I'm saying, just receiving a paycheck. The blessing is way deeper than that. The stupid stuff ain't going to show up. You might get fired from your job, you know what I'm saying? But if you're blessed, you're going to be able to weather the storm and make your way through it. You know what I'm saying? Even some people in the truth may very well not inside of this school because we're going to take care of our own. But what I'm saying, though, is you might be trying to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments and find yourself homeless or something like that or whatever. Well, if you had been keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments and you would have been keeping all of them and you would have been doing what the scripture says, Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O ye nation not desired, and you would have been under this one body, you would have been under this umbrella, guess what? You would have had brothers and sisters to catch you when you fail. So that would have been the protection of the Most High. That would have been the blessing. The blessing ain't a goddamn paycheck. It's way deeper than that. The blessing, you know what I'm saying, is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of when the rain do. Because it just said it rained on the just and the unjust alike. When the rain do come, you able to navigate your way through it. You know what I'm saying? You might have a damn umbrella. It don't mean the rain not going to come. It just means you're going to be able to weather the storm. You got that scripture for me? Come. All right. Most High in Christ.
Luke chapter 11, verse 28. But he said, yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it.
Blessed are they to do what?
Hear the word of God and keep it.
So it's back to what I said. You blessed it when you hear the word and you keep the word. You ain't blessed. You ain't blessed, you know what I'm saying, because you got a paycheck. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how many of y'all, straight up, we black folks, man. We know people that's getting to the money. You even know, you know what I'm saying, drug dealers, especially when you're dealing with stuff like powder and stuff when it's been broke down like that. Most of these niggas, you know what I'm saying, is selling it so they can keep it close. Most of these niggas is dope fiends. They running that mess all up their nose so they can keep it close to them. So yeah, they appear to be blessed. They got the money. They got the cars. They got the women. They got the house. But the Lord is not with them. He's a goddamn dope fiend. So we, you know what I'm saying, the blessing way bigger than what we've been taught a blessing is. Give me, you know what I'm saying, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Already, most high in Christ.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the main thing. Keep reading.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you remember earlier, the scripture said that money was a protection, you know what I'm saying? But wisdom brings forth life. So now we all the way down here, you know what I'm saying, in Proverbs. And it says wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. So the Bible is telling you, yeah, money cool, money a defense, but it would behoove you to get wisdom. Keep reading.
And without thou getting.
With all of that what?
Without thou getting.
Let me break this down in black folk language. With all your might. Hard as you can. The same way Jacob was willing to wrestle, you know what I'm saying, with the power and risk his life. You know what I'm saying? Got his hip knocked out of place, you know what I'm saying, to get blessed. Now we back over here saying, you know what I'm saying, with everything you got in your body, just like he fought with everything in his body to get that blessing, with everything in your body, get this wisdom. Keep reading.
And without thou getting.
With everything you got.
Get understanding.
Get understanding. So it's leading us all the way back over here, back to where we started. Back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Get understanding. Understand what this word gonna say. Because the problems are not gonna just not show up. Most brothers will tell you to come into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, now I almost seemed like it was floating kind of normal. You come into the truth and all hell break loose. Everything go wrong. Your woman, your husband, everybody, whoever you thought was close about to run out on you. Just straight up, you know, let me just go and tell you, you know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna lose some money. Good night. I ain't even finna sit here and tell you everything I've been through behind coming into this truth. You're damn to any logical, sane thinking person would think I was a goddamn fool for choosing this. But now I understood it, and every one of us understood it. With all thy gettings, I don't give a damn what the risk is. With every fiber in your body, get this understanding. Get this truth, because this is where your blessing begins, when you get this truth. Give me matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy chapter matter of fact, Salaki. No we ain't. Matter of fact, what we gonna do is give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 6. We gotta understand, man. Like I said, the check ain't the blessing. That ain't what it is, man. It's this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to understand when this rain comes. The scriptures told me to grab an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it on now. I'm protected and I'm safe. And I'm using that metaphorically to say that the scriptures give you. It gives you, you know what I'm saying, instructions on how to maneuver through every single last one of these problems, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes this Bible so potent. That's why people's mind be completely blown when we out there in the streets, because it's like, come to me with any question you got. I don't care what it is. Whatever question you got, the answer is in this book. And they just like, it blow their mind. But literally, you know what I'm saying, that's how it works. That's the blessing. Dumb shit popped up. I can go to this book and I got the answer to fix the dumb shit that popped up. Salakia. Straight up.
That's right.
Let's get it.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Keep for and do them. The do, of course, is being the commandments. Keep reading.
For this is your wisdom.
For this is your what?
For this is your wisdom.
This is your wisdom. Keep reading.
And your understanding.
And your understanding. Again, going back to what I said. Understanding when the foolishness pop up, I can go to these scriptures and get the answer on how to undo the dumb nonsense, you know what I'm saying, that popped up. This is your understanding. Keep reading.
In the sight of the nations.
The other nations, you know what I'm saying, once upon a time looked at us like, who is these people? Why are they so mighty? You know what I'm saying? It ain't magic. It ain't some spooky thing. We just understood, you know what I'm saying, that problems show up, and we got the instruction manual on how to fix them problems. Better yet, you know what I'm saying, what they say, an ounce of provision is better than a pound of cure. We knew how to fix the problem before the problem became a problem. The problem now we got a bunch of problems and we ain't got no solution because we done got away from this wisdom and this understanding. The blessing is the information. The blessing ain't being blessed ain't some spooky junk. It ain't spooky. It's understanding how to fix your problems. Keep reading.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It didn't say that they were some magical people. It didn't say that, you know what I'm saying, they was the people that had a genie that they could rub that popped up and fixed all their problems. No, it said that this people was a wise and understanding people. Understanding what? These laws, statutes, and commandments. These commandments are the only way you're going to get blessed. Period, the end. And like I said, if you think that you coming into the truth and all your problems are going to go away, brother, sister, and anybody on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, shalom, there's the door. Because it don't work like that. But what we can provide for you and what we can give you, you know what I'm saying, through Christ under command of General Yohanna, is the instruction manual on how to maneuver through this nonsense. Because long as you drawing breath on the face of the planet, you're going to have problems. Stupid stuff going to keep on coming. Ain't going to be no end of it. If you think that you just dealt with your last problem when you came into the truth, you might want to go into Christianity. They at least will feed you some fake fairy tale. They not going to fix your problems. Straight up. You're going to gather even more problems, you know what I'm saying, in the long run, because you're going to be an enemy of the Most High. Plus, you can be in there with all of the rest of the homosexual nonsense that they have going on. But we're going to be honest with you. We're going to keep it real with you. Your problems is not going to cease to exist. Or should I say things are not going to stop popping up? Well, we damn sure going to give you the antidote to fix every single last one of them. Nothing will show up in your life that will confound you and you be absolutely confused and don't know what the hell going on. Around about the time I done been up in these courtrooms. I see what brothers look like when they in court. Completely lost. Don't know what the hell is happening to them. Don't know what's going on. Confused. It just looked like a fish out of water. Not even understanding. If you understood these scriptures tell that brother how to deal with these situations. These scriptures tell you how to deal with everything from sickness to your children. Every intricate aspect of your life coming into the truth will bless you with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on how to fix it. Let's see here. Give me Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. Yeah. We gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, that before we came into the truth, straight up, we were an enemy of the Most High God. We were an enemy of the Most High power. And us coming into the truth, we start to turn those tables to where he's on our side. And again, you got to look at him being on your side, not like some spooky mess. The publishing clearinghouse is not finna pull up on your front door and pop out with the balloons. You won $1 million. That ain't finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they not finna roll up on you like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And if they do, it don't necessarily mean that, you know what I'm saying, because I came into the truth, the publishing clearinghouse, no, you know what I'm saying? Because you came into the truth, you're gonna understand what to do with that money. That's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that's the blessing. You're gonna understand yourself, okay, I got a nation to build. It would benefit me better, you know what I'm saying, if I invested this into my nation, that I could have an entire empire, you know what I'm saying, built around me, versus me having a couple of more dollars than the rest of the slaves, and I'm still a goddamn slave under this devil.
That's right.
That's the blessing. It ain't them pulling up in the truck and giving you the check. It's knowing what to do with the check. If you get the check and blow your mind out with dope, that ain't no blessing. That really was a harm unto you. You got that scripture for me?
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22.
All right.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice.
Oh, okay. Obey his voice. Keep reading.
And do all that I speak.
No, do some of what you speak.
All that I speak.
All of it. It keep on. You notice every time we get to doing what the Most High said do, or get to the commandments, it said do all. You're going to have to be very detail oriented. Very extremely detailed oriented. You're going to have to dot your I's and cross your T's. Do all of it. Keep reading.
Then I will be an enemy unto thy enemy.
You'll be a what?
I will be an enemy unto thy enemy.
The Most High is going to be an enemy to your enemy. Why? Because you're going to be a mastermind. And everybody around you that's keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to know how to maneuver around your enemy. And this is another thing I see brothers have a hard time with when they first come into the truth. You know what I'm saying? The brother's zeal be strong and everything, and they feel the need to tell every white person on the face of the earth that you the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Oh my goodness.
Part of this understanding and part of being blessed is to have the wisdom to be like, okay, you the devil, and I know you the devil, but the devil don't gotta know that you know that the devil is the devil. If I'm dealing with a snake, I can deal with a snake like a snake. But the snake don't gotta know that I know that the snake is a snake. If you feel what I'm saying. That's a part of, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of being able to maneuver in this wicked, evil kingdom. Where the Most High, you know what I'm saying, will become an enemy unto your enemies. So you literally can be at this job dealing with this devil, dealing with this snake, know what you know, and they don't have any damn idea you know what you know, you know what I'm saying? And you can be an enemy to them. Whether it be, you know what I'm saying, they doing something unjustly or whatever, and they feel like you their best friend. And you the reason, you know what I'm saying, they just got fired and they don't know it. Because now you understand your enemy and you understand how to deal with your enemy wisely and intelligently instead of running around anytime, you know what I'm saying, somebody getting on your nerves. Man, fuck y'all all niggas, you know what I'm saying, shit, we gonna ride and now you're in jail somewhere. You know how to maneuver. Because the Most High is becoming an enemy of your enemies. Because you know how to maneuver with these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Don't the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? Be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. That's in the Bible. So you don't got to go load up the guns because your boss got on your nerves or go shoot up everything or whatever the case. Or however you deal with situations, you know what I'm saying? You can maneuver a lot more intelligently. And to be honest with you, get a lot more done. Is there any more in the scripture?
Come.
All right,
and an adversary unto thy adversaries.
Damn right. And the people that's trying to help you, guess what? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be blessed. People are going to be blessed for trying to help you. Let me pull another scripture real fast. I gotta pull this. I gotta pull this scripture. You know what I'm saying, real quick. If I could, give me let's see, Matthew chapter 10, verse 41. I believe is what I'm looking for. I believe that's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, damn right. Scripture said that the Most High would be an adversary unto our adversaries. You got it for me?
Come.
I get it for me.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 41. He that receives a prophet.
So he that brings in a prophet to help a prophet. Keep reading.
In the name of a prophet.
In the name of that prophet, keep reading.
Shall receive a prophet's reward.
Damn right. And the people that choose to help you are going to be rewarded for helping you. Because now you're maneuvering righteously and you're blessed. You're not some nigga out here with a paycheck, you know what I'm saying? It's a horse of a whole nother color. Is there any more in the scripture?
Come.
Keep going.
And he that receives a righteous man, in the name of a righteous man,
damn right,
shall receive a righteous man's reward.
I mean, let me get my Judah Muhammad on. I mean, it just teaches itself, my y'all. I mean, I mean, damn. What else do you want me to do? It just teaches itself. It's a beautiful thing, man. We gotta get back, you know what I'm saying, to these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, at the root of it. Because that's what we're going to find our blessing at. And we're not going to find our blessing in any other way that we've been taught what a blessing is. We're only going to find our blessing, you know, in the help and the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding, you know what I'm saying. If you would, let's see here. Yeah, let's go to the book of let's go to Joshua, I think chapter 7, I believe. Let me pull it and make sure I'm at the right thing. I think this is Joshua chapter 7. Damn right, you know what I'm saying? And we damn near gonna cover quite a bit, you know what I'm saying, in this chapter, because what was going on was so heavy. You know what I'm saying? If you could, let's just start at verse 1 and we're going to roll from there. Because this is going to break down, this is going to help us understand even better and dig in even deeper on what these blessings are. Keep reading.
Joshua chapter 7, verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the cursed thing. So
the children of Israel committed a trespass, meaning they did something wrong. Now, since I done logged in on this class, all we've been reading about is how you will be blessed if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And when they say keep the law, statutes, and commandments, it means all of them. Well, here we are. We had a nation of Israel, and guess what? They committed a trespass. This means they did something wrong. If you trespass on your neighbors, you know what I'm saying, y'all, you crossed them, you did something wrong. You didn't obey the sign that said no trespassing. Well, we didn't obey something. Keep reading.
For Shem, the son of
Achan,
the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of the cursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
Oh, so now we got a problem. We got a dilemma. You know what I'm saying? They took something that they had no business taking and completely pissed the Most High off. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we read earlier, Deuteronomy 28:47 said, you know what I'm saying, because you went and served the Lord with gladness and joyfulness of heart, you know what I'm saying, therefore which I served thine enemies. Well, here we are right over here again, a few books later, screwing up again because they didn't trespass the Most High. Give me the next scripture.
Verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Beth-aven, on the east side of Bethel, and spoke unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. So
they scoping out the land. Because the scripture said wherever we would go, we would take the land and we would possess it. That's basically synonymous, coming up with a synopsis of what Deuteronomy 11 and 8 is. He said wherever we go, we would possess the land. So they know what the scriptures say. So Joshua got them out scoping out the land. He looking at the land like, yeah, we want that over there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to run me that. The same way they ran us this church, you know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? The brother came into the truth, you know what I'm saying? He did an amazing thing, you know what I'm saying? By coming into this body, giving us the keys to the church, letting us be able to, you know, teach our classes out of here and being able to rock with us and build up, you know what I'm saying, this empire, you know what I'm saying? Now he's a part of that whole, you know what I'm saying? So here's another man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, hey, that land over there, I need y'all to run that to me, you know what I'm saying? I need that. So they out there scoping it out. They trying to figure out what they finna go run up in and get next, because the Lord is with them. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai.
So, they like, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites been running up in everybody's land, you know what I'm saying, they know Deuteronomy 11 and 8, you know what I'm saying, they running up, they taking land, they scoping out land, they like, yeah, we need that over there, you know what I'm saying, but you know what? Man, I mean, we Israelites. You see how we built? We ain't made like the rest of these people. They got a lot of swag on them. So they like, man, Joshua, don't even send everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just send a few thousand little people. We gonna go snatch this land up. You know, business as usual. Y'all know how we do out here in Dallas, Texas. We taking ground. Business as usual. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how Texas be. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta send the whole camp. I know we look like the Oakland Raiders, but y'all ain't gotta send the whole camp. Just send a few of us. Keep reading.
And make not all the people to labor thirst.
Man, don't even worry about everybody else, man. What we gonna send the whole camp for, man? Keep reading.
For they are but few.
Man, it's just a handful of them. I mean, dang, we take ground. That's what we do. Keep reading.
Verse 4. So there went up there of the people about 3,000 men. And they fled before the men of Ai.
They did what?
They fled before the men of Ai.
Now, why the hell is they running away? Now, hold on. We Israelites. We strong. Hey, we don't even need everybody. We take ground. Keep reading.
And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men.
Good night, you know what I'm saying? Now they putting us to death. These weak heathen. What's really going on? What's going on? I thought the Lord was with us. Keep reading.
For they chased them from before the gate even until Shebarim.
Oh man, not only is we up there getting our ass whooped, we getting ran out, we running, we done tuck tail, we kicking rocks, you know what I'm saying? They done chased us up out of there. Oh, that had to be a shameful day in Israel. I can't even imagine taking the camp out, taking these warriors out with me, and we going to go take grand. Y'all know we talk a lot of noise on Facebook. Y'all see us, we be posting. Because I mean, we proud of what we doing. We doing work for the Lord, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be humble and meek doing this work for the Lord. We taking ground out here. And now, you know what I'm saying, I take these men out and we gotta come back running with our tail to and gotta explain to Commander GEN.YAHANNA, they done ran us up out the city, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that had to be a shameful day in Israel. Keep reading.
And smote them in the going down.
Good night. And we getting whooped while we running, man. Keep reading.
Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
Man, like, I mean, damn, I can't even imagine, bro, that's a shameful day.
Yeah.
That's a shameful day, bro. We talk a lot of noise out here in Texas, man. We putting in work. Good night. We get ran off. I said we built like the Oakland Raiders out here. We deep as hell. Then we get ran out the city. Oh, no, man. That was a shameful day in Israel. Keep reading.
Verse 6. And Joshua ripped his clothes.
Man, Joshua came and just ripped his clothes off. He ashamed. His feelings hurt. He don't even know what to do. The Lord was not with Israel that day. Keep reading.
And fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the evening time.
Man, he literally on bending knees, you know what I'm saying? And he's so weak, he can't even stand up. He done ripped his clothes, he on his face, and he just been laying there all day like, God, what in the hell is going on? I mean, we us and they them. How the hell this happened? I mean, we ain't even got to explain the significance, you know what I'm saying, this is a real, you know what I'm saying, one side of the equation. We, us, and they, them. And we done had to run up out of this land, you know what I'm saying, when our tail took. A few of the homies done got knocked off. This ain't a good look. Keep reading.
He and the elders of Israel. And put dust upon their heads.
Man, he put dust on. He just shamed. He shamed. He don't understand what's going on. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And Joshua said, all this, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hands of the Amorites, to destroy us?
Joshua like, what in the world is going on? Like, God, you had to done this. You had to brought us over here, you know what I'm saying? You the one told us that we could go up in our land and we'd be able to possess it, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, we us and they them, and I sent a handful of brothers over there, and they come back, some of them that got killed, man. You had to did this. This had to be you. You know what I'm saying? Because this don't make sense on paper. We stronger than them. It's more us than them, and we've been whooping other nations way greater than them. Keep reading.
Would to God we had been content.
No.
And and dwell on the other side of Jordan.
Man, we'd have been straight where we was. We didn't have to, now we don't want, I got some of the homies killed. You know what I'm saying? We shame, we looking bad out here. You got a good night, you got us looking bad out here. You know what I'm saying? We just been straight to stay where we was. Keep reading.
Verse 8. O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turns their backs before their enemies?
Like where they do that at? I mean, good night. Keep reading.
Verse 9. For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of thee. Man,
it's just getting worse and worse. We done ran up in this city. You know what I'm saying? We, us, they done whooped our rear ends, you know what I'm saying? We done had to run up out of here. Some of us done got killed. And on top of that, now word in the city gonna be like, we soft, man. Anybody, them weak niggas over there can whoop us. Like, it's just a bad look for the nation of Israel. All stemming back to the same reason, you know what I'm saying, what I've been saying. The Lord was not with them that day. They wasn't blessed that day. Keep reading.
And shall embroil us around and cut out our name from the earth
Good.
And what will thou do unto thy great name?
Man, we got a mighty strong, powerful name floating around in Israel. You know what I'm saying? The I.S.U.P.K, a solid brand. You know what I'm saying? We can't shame this house. And good night, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody, you know what I'm saying, talk mess like we talk on the internet. I'm just saying. But we back it up because we put in work. Now we can't go out here to go talk out talk and walk out walk and then come back with our tail tucked, man. Like, not everybody talking about us, everybody looking down on us, you know what I'm saying? We like, man, we taking churches and brothers show up in the church ain't here that we said we done took it. This is just a bad look. These brothers was looking pathetic out there. They was beat down, they was broken, they was destroyed. And Joshua was going to the Most High asking him, what's going on, Lord? What's really going on? Like, why did you, we just would have been better, you know what I'm saying, to stay where we was. Because we looking bad out here in front of everybody. Got the other next scripture.
Verse 10?
Yeah, we're going to get this whole.
Verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up. Wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face?
Man, like, get up. The hell you down here acting all out here looking like Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? Crying. I'm just saying. Bro, get up. You out there, you know what I'm saying? You out here looking bad. That ain't no good look for no Israelite. Bro, get up. Give me the next scripture.
Verse 11. Israel has sinned.
Man, Israel did what?
Israel has sinned.
Now we starting to get to the bottom of the issue. Israel sinned. Keep reading.
And they have also transgressed my covenant.
Yo, what?
They have also transgressed my covenant.
A covenant is an agreement. See, there's only one group of people that went into this covenant with the Most High. We starting to get down to the root of things. What the hell is going on? The Most High, like, bro, get off your face, man. You know the deal. You should have already knew. I've been with y'all and y'all been whooping everybody, and all of a sudden you run up in this land and you come back and you're embarrassed and you shamed. It's a reason. Because if you knew, if your whole camp had been keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you'd have never got ran out of there. So, bro, get up. What you around here looking like Tyrese for? Get up. Israel broke my commandments. Y'all sin. You know the deal. This ain't no game. Keep reading.
Which I command them. For they have even took of the accursed thing.
You took what I told you not to take. Keep reading.
And have also stolen. And disassembled also. So
not only did you took what I told you not to take, you out here stealing. This is the basis of the law. This is simple. This ain't something hard to not, you know what I'm saying, to not follow. You out here stealing. Bro, get up off your face, man. You know what it is. Keep reading.
And they have put it even among their own stuff.
Like, y'all just bold. Y'all bold, you know what I'm saying? Not only did you steal it, you gonna put it amongst your, do you think I'm stupid? I gave you this law. The Most High not playing. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies.
And there you go. Here you is out here looking mighty and strong, and these little puny malnutrition, deficient, frail little jokers, you know what I'm saying, and ran you up out the mountains. That's a bad look, Israel. Keep reading.
But turn their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed.
Not only did you get thumped upside the head, you done had to tuck tail and run. Like, good. I mean, man, I can't even imagine. It's bad enough to, you know what I'm saying, take an L. It's bad enough to get whooped. But you done ran, bruh. The Lord was not with Israel. Keep reading.
Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the curse from among you.
And except for you get rid of this sin. You get rid of this sin. I ain't going to be with you no more. He didn't say you ain't going to never have no more problems. He didn't say that. All he said is I'm not going to be with you no more. Your problem's still going to show. Go back to what I've been saying. Your problem's still going to show up. It's just, do you want the help of the Most High there with you or not? Keep reading.
Verse 13. Sanctify the people. And say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus said the Lord God of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thy enemy.
So whenever all your problems show up, you ain't gonna be able to survive it. You ain't gonna be able to weather through them storms. You know what I'm saying? You end up, you know what I'm saying, going through some issues. Them issues gonna swallow you up because that accursed thing, which we know earlier, is sin. Is in the midst of it. Keep reading.
Until ye take away the accursed thing from among you.
Until you get rid of that sin, you're gonna be out here taking L's. Problem gonna show up and you're gonna lose. Another problem show up, you're gonna lose. Another problem show up, you're gonna lose. You're gonna be out here looking like my boy Meek Mills, just taking L after L after L after L, just straight up. Y'all laughing, I be rooting for the brother. God damn. That brother done took a lot of L's out here. Yeah, I mean, good night.
Verse 14. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes.
So the Most High like, man, look here, man. Line all of these tribes up, you know what I'm saying? You start with the tribe of Judah and make your way all the way down here to Issachar. I need them all lined up. Bring everybody out here. We finna deal with this. Read.
And it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof. So
the Lord said, bring all of the tribes out, and then I'm gonna show you which tribe. You're gonna select the tribe and then bring out all the families of this tribe. Keep reading.
And the family which the Lord shall take shall come by households.
And this whole big old family, meaning all your aunties, brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody, you know what I'm saying? He gonna narrow that down to a household. Keep reading.
And the household which the Lord shall take shall come man by man.
Man by man in that household. So now we get even more specific. Keep going.
Verse 15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire.
Shall be what?
Shall be burnt with fire. He and all that he has, because he has transgressed the covenant of the Lord. Because you broke the covenant of the Lord, everything that you got. Because we're going to speed this up to right here, right now, today. Everything that you got, everything that you worked hard for, everything that you hold dear, you're going to lose. Straight up. So now you done got this sin amongst you. You done stole something, you know what I'm saying? And simply it cost you your life. That's the situation we looking at. That's what we got going on. That's what we dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Now we're starting to get into, again, like I said, what being blessed is and what not being blessed is. The Lord was not with this group of people. But matter of fact, we're gonna get some more. Give me the next verse. And because he has walked flawlessly in Israel. Salaki, you know what I'm saying? Skip down to verse 17. 17. Verse 17. And he brought the family of Judah. And he took the family of the Zarhites. And he brought the family of the Zarhites, man by man. So he doing, now he doing, see, you know what I'm saying? Joshua get it right and exact. He doing exactly what the Most High told him, because he know he not finna play. He already feeling bad that they out here looking bad. So he not finna play. He got this tribe together like the Most High told him. Now, you know what I'm saying, he breaking it down to the family like the Most High told him, you know what I'm saying? He doing exactly what the Most High said do. Keep reading. And Zabdiah was taken. And he brought his household man by man. And how you pronounce that one? Achan? Achan. Okay. The son of Carmel and the son of Zabdiah, the son of Zabdiah. Skip me down to verse 21. Let's go and get to the meat of it. Verse 21. When I saw among the spoil a goodly Babylonian garment. Now, if you recall, when we first started this whole social commentary, understanding everything that was going on, they was giving some specific instructions. You go out here and you whoop these people that don't take nothing. Well, here you got this idiot over here, you know what I'm saying, that want to go about things according to whatever goofy voice he got going on inside of his head, and seen this Babylonian garment, and he took it. Well, they were giving instructions not to do it.
Just like we got instructions all through these scriptures on what to do and what not to do. What we can eat, what we cannot eat. Keep reading.
And 200 shekels of silver.
And he took the Babylonians' garment and he just stole some money. Keep reading.
And a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight. Then I covered them and took them.
Man, he messing all up. This brother, keep reading.
And behold, they are hidden in the earth in the midst of my tent.
So he done stole all of this stuff and he done wouldn't hid it. Give me the next scripture.
And the silver under it.
All right, let's give me verse 22.
Verse 22. So Joseph sent messengers.
Joshua.
And Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent. And behold, it was hid in his tent.
So Joshua sent messengers after the dude told him what was going on. They brushed up in there. This is serious business because they're trying to remove sin from amongst Israel. So he ran up in there and boom, there what the man took is right there. Keep reading.
And the silver under it. Verse 23. And they took them out of the midst of the tent. And brought them unto Joshua. And unto all the children of Israel. And laid them out before the Lord.
So they stretched out everything that was stole. Here everything is right here before the Most High. Keep reading.
And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan, the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold.
He's stealing everything. He just stealing every damn thing. Keep reading. Why? Because he feel like a blessing is money. So he's stealing everything. Keep reading.
And his sons, and his daughters, and his ox, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had.
And what?
And all that he had.
You notice they ain't just take him. And that's something, you know what I'm saying, my brothers need to understand. How important the role of a man being over that household. Because it took all of it took his daughters, his son, he took everything. They ain't just snatch him up and make him pay for that. He the head of that household and everything fall under that umbrella. Keep reading.
And they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us?
Joshua snatched up everybody in this man's family like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what we supposed to be doing out here. You done caught some of my men their life. Why the hell you gonna come up amongst us, you know what I'm saying, and you know the commandments, and you gonna trouble us? Keep reading.
And the Lord, the Lord shall trouble thee.
And you gonna trouble us? You cost me my men? Well, the Most High got something for you. Because the Most High said, you know what I'm saying, he would become an enemy of your enemies. This brother just became an enemy to Joshua. Because that other nation was able to destroy his men because he wasn't doing whatever he was supposed to be doing. So now he's an enemy of Joshua. And guess what? Joshua keeps the law, statutes, and commandments. So now he's an enemy of the Lord. Let's find out what the Lord did with this brother. Keep reading.
And all Israel stoned him with stones.
All Israel did what?
Stoned him with stones.
No, they forgave him.
Stoned him with stones.
But sweet baby Jesus was on the way and he was supposed to forgive everybody.
Stoned him with stones.
Good night. Keep reading.
And burned them with fire.
And they did what?
And burned them with fire.
They're not playing. Make sure you're dead. I'm going to stone you and I'm going to burn you up. Just in case you got a pulse in there somewhere. Keep reading.
After they stoned them with stones. Verse 26. You want that?
No. We good. What's the question?
When it says that all of Israel stoned him and burned them, like everybody got burnt up. Like,
everybody got burnt. All of Israel, his simple behind got stoned. And then what did the next part say?
They burned them.
Burned them. I mean, me personally, I might rather get stoned to death than burnt if I had to make a decision. So the people in this household, you know, so they got burnt, they got burned. They got burnt up. It's pretty rough.
I'd rather be a statue.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would just rather keep the commandments, you know what I'm saying? That seemed like the easier way to go, brother. But, you know, Yeah, everybody got put to death because this brother, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's why keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is so real and it's so important. Okay. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, it's real. The most high not playing with us, man. We can keep on, you know what I'm saying, playing around and think that, man, getting to the money by any means necessary, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta come up, I gotta get this bread, I gotta run my racks up. You got racked up in a pile of rocks. Is how he ended up, you know, that's what he ended up racking up. And his whole family got burnt up. That damn right, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the blessing ain't the dollar bill. The blessing ain't the money. The blessing, you know what I'm saying, is understanding how to maneuver through all of this nonsense. Every single last one of it. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pry in a little bit deeper, you know what I'm saying? Give me, see here. We're gonna go to Job chapter 1, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna hit Job chapter 1. Because, like I said, nonsense gonna keep on popping up. You're not going to avoid nonsense, you know what I'm saying? But what you can do is have a certified, foolproof plan, you know what I'm saying? An instruction manual on how to deal with everything. You got the instruction manual to life. Everything in the world, you know what I'm saying? You got the instruction manual to it. So it will behoove you to get in it and learn that instruction manual so that you can maneuver through this lifetime. You can maneuver through this world. You can maneuver through this space. Because to think that, like I said, that nonsense ain't gonna quit popping up is complete idiocracy. Because dumb mess has been happening from the beginning of time, and it's gonna keep on. Give me Job. Matter of fact, give me Job. And matter of fact, we finna prove that dumb mess gonna keep on popping up. Give me Job chapter 1 verse 1.
Job chapter 1 verse 1.
Yeah.
There was a man in the land of Uz.
Yeah.
Whose name was Job.
Job, okay.
And that man was perfect.
That man was what?
That man was perfect.
That man, he was what?
Perfect.
But I thought couldn't nobody be perfect.
That man was perfect.
So he was keeping all of the laws, statutes, and commandments, every single last one of them. Keep reading.
And upright.
And upright. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm being good. I ain't doing nothing wrong. This gotta mean ain't nothing dumb gonna happen. Ain't that what it gotta mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, good night. That's why I don't understand Christianity, because they teach that if you good and you do it, God said do. Then I mean that's what they Jesus. But yeah, if you do what, you know what I'm saying, what God said do, that He'll bless you. But it's a catch-22 to this nonsense that they preach, because they tell you that you can't do everything God said do. So I don't know how in the hell you get blessed in that whorehouse, because it don't make no sense. It don't make none whatsoever. Nevertheless, Job was found keeping all of the commandments perfect. So according to what they teach over there, somehow he lucked up and slipped into this situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had to happen by luck. So this gotta mean that he gonna be blessed and ain't nothing bad gonna happen to him. Keep reading.
And one that feared God.
Damn right. He fearing the Most High. Job got it going on. He doing everything right. Keep reading.
And it eschewed evil.
He ain't play no games with. He hit the Heisman on the evil. You know what I'm saying? He ain't needed nowhere around. Even in that scripture.
Verse 2. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters.
Man, he doing wonderful. He doing wonderful. Let's see here. Skip down to verse 6.
Job chapter 1 verse 6.
Now
there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
So the sons of God, you know what I'm saying, they finna have a council before the Most High. Everybody coming to present themselves. Just like when we all, you know what I'm saying, on our conference call. Hey, what you doing in Minneapolis? You know what I'm saying? The brother, well, I've been here. I've been there. I've been doing this. What y'all got going on down there in Texas? You know what I'm saying? We've been here. I've been here. I've been back to Atlanta. I've been out to Louisiana. I've been, you know what I'm saying, shoot, down to Killeen. We set this up. We did that. We did this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came to present themselves, you know what I'm saying, before the Most High, you know what I'm saying, to explain what the hell you've been doing. Keep reading.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan was there. I know in Christianity they said, you know what I'm saying, Satan was just doing his own thing, but Satan deemed this meeting important enough to have his rear end before the Most High too. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou?
Where the hell you came from, nigga? The Most High ain't playing. Keep reading.
Then Satan answered the Lord.
And Satan did what?
Answered the Lord.
So not only, you know what I'm saying, did the Most High, nigga, where you come from? Satan answered. I thought Satan just was doing his own thing. Keep reading.
And said, from going to and forth in the earth.
He been going back and forth in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He responded to him. He answering him, saying, look, I've been here. I've been there. I've been over here. I've been there. Keep reading.
And from walking up and down in it. Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Whoa. The Lord said, do what?
Have thou considered my servant Job?
Who did that? Read that again.
Verse 8. And the Lord said unto
And the
Satan,
Lord said, keep reading.
hast thou considered my servant Job?
Okay, Satan, you say you've been running up and down the earth, trying to see who you going to devour, see what you going to do, setting all of these traps to reap and cause all of this destruction. Why Job sitting over here almighty? Got all of these cows and cattle and camels and family doing good and healthy and everything. You said you working, but nigga, you're not working hard enough. This is the conversation between Satan and the Lord. And it's Christian, this kills that Christian doctrine, you know what I'm saying, that Satan is out here just reaping havoc and doing what the hell he wants to. Because it said all of the sons, you know, said, came to present themselves before the Most High. And you find Satan right here in the midst of them. And Satan is explaining himself to the Most High. Keep reading.
That there is none like him in the earth.
Ain't nobody like Job in the earth. And you say you're working hard. I created you to destroy. That's what you was made to do. And you claim you working hard, but Job got all of this money and all of this stuff. Nigga, you ain't working hard enough. Keep reading.
A perfect and upright man.
And he a what?
Perfect and upright man.
Now why is God commissioning Satan, you know what I'm saying, challenging Satan on what he's doing to Job if Job was perfect and upright? Because I thought if you was perfect and upright, you were blessed and didn't nothing, me and blessed mean don't nothing bad happen to you because God is on your side. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Well, Job got that much, he had to have a check. He got the check. Keep reading.
One that fears God and eschews evil. Okay. Verse 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear God for naught?
Satan said, you know what I'm saying, shoot, do Job just fear you for no reason? You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no reason, you know what I'm saying, to go against you. You done gave him everything. I mean, why would he not follow you? This ain't hard. Keep reading.
Verse 10. Has not thou made a hedge around him?
I can't even get to him to do my job because you got me blocked. You blocking me. God, you hate me. You set me up to do this job, and then you put your hand around him and won't allow me to do my job. What kind of nonsense is this? Keep reading.
And about his house.
I can't even get to it, kids. Keep reading.
And about all that he has on every side.
Everything. I can't mess up nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't even hurt a blade of grass. You know what I'm saying? Job can't even have one less blade of grass today because you done set up a hedge and I can't even get to his grass. I can't do nothing. Keep reading.
Thou hast blessed the works of his hands.
That has done what?
Blessed the works of his hands.
So Job indeed was blessed. He would fall under the category of what we call blessed. Keep reading.
And his substance is increased in the land.
So, you know what I'm saying, I know the Christian church got the drums beating and the organs playing, you know what I'm saying, Job done ran his racks up. You know what I'm saying, he doing good. Keep reading.
Verse 11. But put forth thy hand now.
Point your hand. Say put forth your hand, man. Yeah, I heard all what you talking about, but you ain't letting me do my job. Let me go get to him. And all you got to do is get an order, put forth your hand, keep reading.
And touch all that he had.
Touch everything that he got. Keep reading.
And he will curse thee to thy face.
And that's all you got to do. It's sitting me on my way. Let me do what I do. I do this. I do this for a living. Let me do it. He gonna curse you to your face. Keep reading.
Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he has is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand.
Only upon what?
Himself put forth not thy hand.
The Most High said only on him don't put your hand. You can go touch everything that he got. But Job was keeping all of the commandments. So the blessing got to be deeper than just the monetary things that he had. Now give me Job chapter 2 verse 1.
Job chapter 2 verse 1.
Salakia. Let me take that back. Let me take that back before I get there. Yeah, we gonna go there. Give me chapter 1 verse 13.
Job chapter 1 verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
So everybody kicking it, keep reading.
Verse 14. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the ox were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them.
The ox was plowing and the asses was feeding beside them. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And the
Sabians
fell upon them.
And they y'all know the song. Fall on his ass. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, take good. They fell on him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, long live one West. Y'all know the Captain of the Car song. Yeah, they fell on him. You know what I'm saying? If we follow somebody on camp, the Lord was not with them that day. Keep reading.
And took them away.
Took them away. If you got took, you got killed. Keep reading.
Yet they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
Keep reading.
And I am only escaped alone to tell thee.
Ain't nobody live, you know what I'm saying, but them. Keep reading. Give me the next verse.
Verse 16. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is falling from heaven, and has burnt up the sheep.
A meteor shower came and burnt up the sheep. Keep reading.
And the servants. And consumed them.
Everybody got consumed. Keep reading.
And I only am escaped alone to tell them.
Man, this is a pretty rough start to his day for a fella that's blessed. Keep reading.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans.
Keep reading.
The Chaldeans made out 3 bands. And fell upon the camels.
Now they done fell on your camels. Everything getting killed. Keep reading.
And have carried them away.
Took them away. Keep going.
Yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
Damn, they came and killed them with the sword. I think you starting to get the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? Everything is getting killed. Everything is getting absorbed. Everything is getting swallowed up. And this brother is keeping the commandments. So what the hell is a blessing? Give me Job chapter 2, you know what I'm saying, verse 1.
Job chapter 2, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
So again, all of the sons, you know what I'm saying, of the Most High are back, you know what I'm saying, to present themselves back in front of God. You know what I'm saying? Satan been putting in work. I know he got to be feeling good because I can't wait to counsel. All this ground we've been covering out here in Texas, I love when put me on the phone when counsel come because I can't wait to talk about what we've been doing. Well, Satan been putting in work, so he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And Satan came also among them to present himself.
Of course he came.
Before the Lord.
Before the Most High. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou?
Nigga, where you came from? Where you at? God back in his face again. Where you come from? Keep reading.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and forth in the earth.
So I've been going back and you know the deal. I'm working. I'm putting in work. We taking ground. I'm destroying everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be doing. Keep reading.
And from walking up and down in it. Verse 3.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Now hold on, God back in him like, bro, you got some work to do. Why you ain't consider my servant Job? Keep reading.
That there is none like him in the earth. A perfect and upright man.
Job still keeping the commandments. He done lost all of, you know what I'm saying, good night. You know what I'm saying? They came and killed his camel, you know what I'm saying, his cattle. Some warring heathen nation came and killed his servants. Good night, you know what I'm saying? A goddamn meteor shower came and killed some more of his animals. A whirlwind, a tornado came and smite his kids. Job having a pretty damn rough time, you know what I'm saying? And the Most High, like, you still ain't considered my servant Job. Nigga, you ain't working hard enough. Keep reading.
One that fears God. And they shoes evil.
And Job still keeping these commandments. No sweat. Keep reading.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
And still he do what?
Holdeth fast his integrity.
Because Job understands something. You know what I'm saying? The blessing ain't just the money. It ain't just the bands. You know what I'm saying? The blessing is something deeper than that. Keep reading.
Although thou movest me against him.
Man, Satan got to explain, like, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, I thought I did good. I mean, I came, I killed, you know what I'm saying, his livestock. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I killed his servants. I came back, I killed his kids. I'm putting in work, you know what I'm saying? But, he's still doing what you told him to do. He's still keeping the commandments. Keep reading.
To destroy him without cause. Verse 4.
I done did all of this for no reason, because he keeping the commandments, so he should be blessed. Keep reading.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin.
So he say, you know what? All that's fine. Them just possessions, you know what I'm saying? Now he say skin for skin. Let me touch him. Keep reading.
Yeah. All that a man haveth will he give for his life.
For his what?
For his life.
So now we starting to get down to the nitty gritty. Now we finna start getting to what the blessing is. Keep reading.
But put forth thy hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh.
The Most High saying, Satan is saying, put forth your hand now. Tell me I can touch his bone and his flesh. But watch what the Most High say. Keep reading.
And he will curse thee to thy face.
Keep going.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand.
He say he completely in your hands. In every way. You can touch him. You can make him sick. He in your hands. The counsel can show up whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Here he is. Keep reading.
But save his life.
But do what?
But save his life.
But save his life. Because we know that the commandments is the life. The commandments is the road to life. He know, you know what I'm saying, as long as Job is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, save his life. The blessing ain't the rest of that other garbage that you hold it, you know what I'm saying? That might be some aspect or part of it, you know what I'm saying? But the blessing, you know what I'm saying, is the life and the law, statutes, and commandments. Knowing how when all of this dumb nonsense show up, everything you got from your bills to your kids, issues with your kids, to your issues with your spouse, you can go back to this instruction book and you can know how to deal with it and you can save your life. That's the blessing. It ain't this nonsense that they talking about in the Christian church. Let's get another precept. Let's see here. Give me matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 2. Because the Most High, you gotta understand, the Most High gonna try us. The Most High gonna try, just like the scripture earlier said that it rain on the just and the unjust alike. For you to think that you're gonna get away from rain and you're not gonna have to deal with these issues, you completely ludicrous. You done lost your damn mind. But what you can hang on to is the fact that when this stuff pop up, you can revert back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you can know how to maneuver through them and preserve your life.
That's right.
You got that scripture for me?
Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness. To humble thee.
To do what?
To humble thee.
So the Most High led them in the wilderness 40 years to humble them, to do what?
To humble thee. And to prove thee.
And to do what?
And to prove thee.
And to prove yourself. So dumb nonsense gonna show up. But you got to prove yourself. And in you proving yourself is you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you surviving the nonsense that showed up. That's the blessing. Because you got life. You're going to continue. Stupid stuff going to keep on coming up. But you're going to be so smooth, you know what I'm saying, just doing away with it. You're just going to be almost damn, I ain't going to say you're not going to get wet when it rains, but you damn near going to be able to just dodge the rain. You know what I'm saying? That's the, oh, no, that's pork. Nah, I can't eat that. Oh, that's a whore. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't mess with that. You're just going to be out here maneuvering through it. You know what I'm saying? Surviving and preserving your life because you got the record book and you got the law, statutes, commandments, and you got the instruction manual on how to maneuver through this planet. Keep reading.
to know what was in thy heart.
Know what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Whether thou wouldest keep the commandments.
Whether you would do what?
Keep the commandments.
Say that for me one more time.
Whether thou wouldest keep his commandments.
So whether you would keep the commandments, read.
Or no.
Or not. And that's what it boiled down to. You keep his commandments, you're going to be blessed, and you're going to make it through it. And that's just simple and plain. That's what it boiled down to. Dumb stuff going to pop up, but you're going to get through it. You're going to survive. Ain't nothing dumb going to happen, and you end up, you know what I'm saying, under a bridge, you know what I'm saying, a damn crackhead, you know what I'm saying. The Lord was not with you, you know what I'm saying. You reverted to smoking dope, or you know what I'm saying, something. You reverted to screwing whores, you know what I'm saying, in your horrible time, or you reverted to, you know what I'm saying, blowing somebody else's brain out, you know what I'm saying. You lost that battle. Well, according to these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, all of those scenarios might show up that could lead to those disastrous things, but because you got the commandments, you were able to maneuver through them. And that's what the blessing is. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law, statutes, and commandments, and how to deal with these issues whenever they arise. So, if I ain't got no questions in the room, matter of fact, let me pull this precept for you for this I know you asked me a question about this I think it's okay. What was your question dealing with the was it the bone of my bone you was asking me? Ask that question so I can get a good understanding of what you were asking me.
When you were saying that people were already on earth whenever the Most High chose Adam. And
damn right.
And then he was given Eve, but like Christian church say that, you know, he put him to sleep, got a rib, made her, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just not.
Got you. The rib, you know what I'm saying, was a family member, was a close family member, you know what I'm saying. The rib wasn't he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't do surgery on him and pull out a rib. Give me Genesis chapter 23 chapter 2 verse 23. 2 and 23. Yeah, let's get it.
Genesis chapter 2 verse 23.
Uh-huh.
And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone.
This is what?
Bone of my bone.
This is bone of my bone. Keep reading.
And flesh of my flesh.
And flesh of my flesh. Keep reading.
She shall be called woman.
Uh-huh.
Because she was taken out of man.
Now because of this old wicked, disgusting, stupid, ain't got a goddamn brain in their head, Christian church, somehow, because it says that this was bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High performed surgery right there on the spot. We too grown to believe that. It don't make no damn sense, you know what I'm saying? It's like, in order to, you know what I'm saying, really, you know what I'm saying, be able to deal with these scriptures, again, we got to understand that this slang, this is a black, you know what I'm saying, this is a black man's book. Give me Genesis chapter 29, verse 14. And we're going to find the same instance, you know what I'm saying, right here being spoken of in that scripture. And everybody know that they ain't talking about some surgery or some spooky mess. Yeah. You there? You there, sis? Okay, read it for me.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 14. Uh-huh. And Laban said to him.
And said to him, keep reading.
Surely thou art my bone and my flesh.
Whoa. It said to him, matter of fact, Salakia. What we going to do, give me verse 13. We're going to read 13, 14, and 15. Let's get just a little bit of social commentary so we can understand. Because Laban, now, everybody say that Eve came out of, you know what I'm saying, Adam's side, you know what I'm saying, out of his rib, because it said bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. But here we got a grown-ass man saying that this brother's bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Did he come out of this man's rib too? No. Let's read that scripture for me, Ken.
Verse 13.
Yeah, verse 13.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass, When Laban heard the tidings of Jacob.
Of who? Of who?
The tidings of Jacob.
Of Jacob. So we talking about, you know what I'm saying, Laban, and we talking about Jacob. Two brothers. Keep reading.
His sister's son. That he ran to meet him.
Hold on, talking about his sister's son. So who is his sister's son? What would that make you? You know what I'm saying? You my sister. Then yes, your son. Who is he to me?
Your nephew.
My nephew. So this is his nephew. Jacob is his nephew. Keep reading.
And embraced him and kissed him.
You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no homosexuals, you know what I'm saying? He dapped them up, you know what I'm saying? The kiss, you know what I'm saying, mean to embrace. I seen my brother Cottas bring out something real heavy where he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, a basketball kissing the rim. It just mean that it's close. It don't mean all that gay nonsense. Before I know it, I'll be online having to break down what a kiss is. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things.
All right, now let's get, you know what I'm saying? So now we understand, you know what I'm saying, shoot, that this is nephew. Now let's get some understanding.
Verse 14. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh.
What?
Surely thou art my bone and my flesh.
His bone and his flesh. Why? Because that's his kinfolk. We the same. You know what I'm saying? He said, surely art thou my bone and my flesh. Now let's run back over here to Genesis. Now go back to Genesis chapter 2, verse 23. And let's read this with some understanding.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 23. And Adam said, this is my bone.
It's my what?
This is now, this is now bone of my bone.
Keep reading.
And flesh of my flesh.
All he's saying is this is my goddamn family member. The same thing LeBron was saying. It's just a family member, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing spooky. She wasn't taken out of his side. She was somebody that was in his lineage, in his family tree, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that you would be consumed, you know what I'm saying, kin to him. Every black, Hispanic, or Native American woman out here is in my family tree. She's kin to me. That's bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh because we come from the same forefathers. That's all he was saying right here. You understand? Yeah. Already, Most High Christ. What's up? Oh, yeah, we done. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? If ain't no more questions, you know what I'm saying? Let me check the feed. All right. Make sure. Yeah, with that, it's a wrap. Yeah, Most High Christ, with that is definitely a wrap. Again, you know what I'm saying? I'm Officer I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street under Commanding General Yahanna. And y'all know that this is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Nobody else. Shalom. Most High Christ. Which one? I will play. Oh, Most High. Lord.